Fractured Realities, A Journey Through the Labyrinth of Perception. In the year 2343, humanity had achieved unparalleled advancements, merging biology with technology to create a world of interconnected minds and artificial landscapes. Virtual reality had evolved into the Sentient Simulation, a realm where people could experience the full spectrum of emotions and desires. But this progress came at a cost. Reality itself seemed to waver, and sanity was a fragile concept. In the sprawling megacity of Neuropolis, Dr. Elara Hartman stood as a luminary in the field of neuropsychiatry. Her expertise lay in the treatment of a phenomenon known as reality fractures, where individuals struggle to distinguish between the sentient simulation and the physical world. Her latest case, however, would challenge even her seasoned mind. Vincent Locke, an acclaimed artist, was plagued by a peculiar malady. His grasp on reality was slipping, and he oscillated between creating mind-bending artworks in the simulation and losing himself in paranoid delusions outside it. Dr. Hartman's curiosity was piqued, and she agreed to take on his case. As she delved into Vincent's history, she uncovered the tale of a man haunted by his own creations. His art, elaborate fractal patterns that seemed to distort the very fabric of perception, had gained him fame, but also unraveled his mind. The boundaries between the sentient simulation and reality had blurred for him, his paranoia fueled by the idea that his creations held a sinister truth. Dr. Hartman introduced Vincent to a groundbreaking treatment, a neural interface designed to map his subconscious mind, hoping to identify the root of his delusions. The procedure would transport Vincent into the sentient simulation, allowing Dr. Hartman to navigate the labyrinthine corridors of his psyche. As Vincent's consciousness delved deeper into his own mind, he found himself in a surreal landscape, a distorted amalgamation of his memories, fears, and fantasies. Dr. Hartman appeared as a spectral guide, leading him through his past, unraveling the threads of his fractured psyche. But as they journeyed further, the simulation began to unravel. Realities merged, fragmented, and twisted, and Vincent's fears materialized in terrifying ways. He was pursued by shadowy figures, his own creations turned against him. Dr. Hartman's guidance became tainted, her motivations ambiguous. The line between Vincent's mind and the simulation blurred, raising disturbing questions about the nature of reality itself. Was he trapped in a loop of his own creation, or was Dr. Hartman manipulating his perception? The deeper they ventured, the more Vincent questioned his own sanity. Vincent's journey reached a climax when he confronted a mirror image of himself, a manifestation of his darkest fears. Driven by desperation, he shattered the mirror, shattering his own illusions. In that moment, the simulation collapsed, and Vincent was thrust back into Neuropolis. Disoriented and shaken, Vincent's perceptions began to stabilize. The fractal patterns that had once tormented him now appeared as mere artworks, devoid of the malevolence he had perceived. Dr. Hartman, too, seemed different, a compassionate psychiatrist who had led him to his own salvation. As weeks turned into months, Vincent's connection to the simulation waned, and the boundary between it and reality grew clearer. His art flourished once more, devoid of the twisted meanings he had once ascribed to it. Dr. Hartman's treatment had succeeded, bringing him back from the brink of his own fractured mind. Yet, doubt lingered. Vincent couldn't shake the feeling that his journey within the simulation had revealed a truth he wasn't meant to comprehend. Had he truly confronted his inner demons, or was he still lost within the labyrinth of his own mind? Or would humanity forever grapple with the shadows that danced at the edges of consciousness? Thank you for listening. Aeon Almanacs is a new YouTube channel focused on bringing you amazing futuristic stories that will inspire you. Make sure to subscribe and share with your friends. It just takes a second and helps us continue what we are doing. The journey towards cataloging the unwritten eras continues.